just hovering like a pterodactyl, looking to get that wingspan involved.
Even Chuzzo his third foul. Drive on McDaniels, double team. Again, that's solid defense. Here comes Randall. Randall looks to handle. Williams gets inside, kicks it out. Wallace, corner three. And then Julius Randall grabs his fifth rebound. Got a miss. Minnesota ball. How much longer is Anthony Edwards going to be on?
It's week 16 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Dalton Schultz. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Texans and the Chargers under the lights on Monday night.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not a...
And now Edwards getting off the bench. He's going to come in. Free throws for Naz Reid.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Here's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because, you know, those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 78 yards and a touchdown.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball is a ball carrier, thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
And he slings one that's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Stroud. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Chargers offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And as we play out the final stretch of games, he entered our contest here as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And he whips that one incomplete there. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 50, here's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And this is caught. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows to 10-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
Presented you by Google. NBA MVP 24-25 breakout search.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
NBA MVP
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Shoves him away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Look at how he showed his hands. It's the difference. Watch this. Once he starts to make it, try to guess, but now he's in a difficult spot. Watch both hands go up.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd down and 6 now. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Houston. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Number 6 is fouled out for the 2nd time in these playoffs. A spectacular defeat. That's 6 personals.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Once he's off balance.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. Play action. Here's Stroud. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mixing up the middle. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now it's Herbert. And this is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. Herbert, they'll roll him out right.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Down right around the 25. From the 25, here's a second down and 9. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans 17. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 13 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes our score 17-0.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Dalton Schultz and the rest of this offense set to begin another possession.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Third down and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That one complete. It's Tank Dell.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Stroud to throw it.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Now Stroud.
To Mixon on the check down. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Past the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. The throwing again is Stroud. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. So we have reached halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. Stroud sets up the play action. This goes out wide for Mixon. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Stroud. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Stephon Diggs. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Herbert. That's complete to Palmer. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Herbert off of play action. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Stroud looking to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Danielle Hunter, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Looking to throw. Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a give to Mixon. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 27, Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Schultz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Texans have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert.
That one complete to McConkey.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Will Dissly, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now 3rd down and 7. Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Davis now to return it. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Now a give. Akers running left. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Taking it about the 16. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Stroud out of the gun here.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Stroud.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And that will come the offense as they take over. Play action. It's Herbert. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
So Stroud and the Texans down 24-21. A minute 46 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Finding Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Connecting with Mixon.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Second and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
On the quick, right?
2nd and 6.
Stroud to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now Stroud. He gets this complete to Diggs.
Now he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Here now, third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Stroud. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.